everyone and welcome! I was pleasantly surprised when I saw how many people couldn't wait for me to cover the new Varus. And I have to say I understand why, because we have never had so much story focused on a single character. So without further ado, let's have a look at Varus, the Arrow of Retribution. The mortal mages of Runeterra wielded wild magic, heedless of the consequences beyond their own world. Their reckless use of magic attracted the hunger of the Darkin, who sent their finest warriors to conquer this new world. Varus traveled to Runeterra with the second wave of invaders, and with his crystalline bow, he assassinated enemy commanders and champions, helping the Darkin defeat the mortal armies with ever greater ease. He was a deadly killer who loved to torment his foes with arrows, driving them to insanity before closing for the kill. Soon after Aatrox's fall, Varus was cornered by Vastayan Moonstalkers and human mages in service of a golden armored warrior queen. They bound him within his crystalline bow, leaving him to howl with impotent rage. By now, the corrupting influence of the Darkin was known, and the warrior queen alone wielded the deadly bow in the final battle of the war, loosing the last bolt that broke the bridge to the Darkin world forever. At the end of the Darkin war, the queen carried Varus's bow to the land that would become known as Ionia. Her last act was to imprison the bow deep within a lightless cell, sunk deep beneath a mountain temple overlooking the village of Pallas. There it remained, imprisoned by the natural magics of Ionia and the ritual ministrations of its guardians. The bow remained hidden deep underground for centuries, unknown, untouched, all but forgotten. Ionia, a land of magic, a land of balance, a land of light, but not always a land of peace. Just as there are creatures within Ionia who seek to upset its order, so too are there those who fight to preserve it. Arrows of protection, hunters of monsters. Valmar and Kai are two such hunters, but not all monsters can be defeated with bow and steel, and not all darkness can be so easily banished by the light. In the Nystrom forest of Ionia. Loose, damn you! Not yet. Hey, over here! Valmar! Move swift as the wind, and let flesh and steel strike as one. I serve the great balance, with heart and steel, in thought and deed. Very poetic, Kai. Now are you gonna help me before I bleed to death? The thing barely scratched you. Trust me, it doesn't feel that way. Risky move going for the high cut to the beast's throat. Do not talk to me about risky moves. What were you thinking leaping out of the tree like that? I was giving you an opening. You think I needed one? I don't know. I just reacted. That has always been your problem, Val. You react without thinking. Later that day. How much longer? Smells like it's ready. No, I mean, how much longer until we reach Palace? It's a day's ride to my mother's house, assuming your stitching holds. There's not a surgeon in Ionia that can match my skill with a needle. You can wrestle the Spirit Walker and those stitches would not split. Feels much better now. It's not even painful. The Serpent Leaf poultice dulls the pain, but not the mind. Serpent Leaf? Wait, isn't that poisonous? It can be if it is not picked correctly. And you know how to pick it correctly. Yes, it's a beautiful flower, but it's a predator that lures insects with its scent and colors. It paralyzes its prey, then slowly devours them. Beautiful and lethal, the perfect hunter. But there are creatures that mimic serpent leaf prey. Immune to the plant's sting, they eat it from the inside when the leaves close. The roles of predator and prey are reversed. Just so, even the greatest hunters are not invulnerable. They can be killed and should have a care what prey they hunt. I understand, but do you remember what the seer at Shojin told us? Yes. Tell me. He said our souls would be as one. Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. My mother will love you. The Hirana Academy doesn't give its highest honor to stupid people. What if she does not like me? Do you love me? Yes, then she'll like you. Welcome to Palace. I thought your mother was the one being honored. She is, but the villagers are very proud of me. Mother tells anyone who listen of my exploits. Your exploits? Our exploits. What do you think I put in all the letters I sent her? You tell her about the monsters? That he does, Slayer Kai. But I often wish he would leave out some of the gorier details. I don't really need to know how badly I got at Carnaton stinks. Welcome home, my son. I had a revered uncle who won the Jade Owl from the academy at Hirana, but I never thought to see an Ember Rose. Nor I. The final debate was hard fought against one of the Shojin finest masters of rhetoric. Don't let her modesty fool you, Kai. I've seen the scrolls. She crushed him, made him look like a half-witted novice. Modesty is a shining light, Val. It prepares the mind to receive knowledge and the heart truth. You know the Navarian epilogues? I am from Navarai. My father read them to me as a child. My son has chosen his hard light wisely. Is that really a Volkodalg horn? Did you really slay an Ironback? What about the Merc Wolf of Shonga? Was it really as big as they say? Do you think we should tell them? I'm not sure their fragile little hearts could stand it. Maybe just one. So, how did I do? Terrible, she hates you. Is that what she said to you before we came upstairs? No, she loves you. That was something else. She says that we have to take the beast's horn to the Alusin cage as an offering. The temple on the cliff? Yes. Every traveler brings something that has shapen them. It's said to strengthen the temple's magic.
Unaccounted eons I have waited. So know this, son of Ionia. That sound you hear? It is the bliss of renewal.
I had forgotten how high this damn place is. We have climbed higher. Remember the Ares of the Siren? I'd rather not. What's wrong? You look pale. I slept badly. I only woke when you knocked over the helmet. Why do you even have that ugly thing? It's a trophy hunted from a pair of Noxian war scouts. What happened to the other scout? Slippery bastard sailed back to Noxus. We have come a long way, you and I. Further than any could guess. You will walk the rest of the way with me? Always. Mother Kimela told me the carvings here can move a soul to tears. There's a lot here can do that. Welcome back, Slayer Valmar. Master Kobayashi, allow me to introduce my Heartlight, Kai. The horn of a Volcarak that once terrorized the forest dwellers of Nistorem. You killed a Volcarak? We both did. To fight as an arrow of protection is noble. We serve the great balance. Present your offering before the waters that bring life to us all. I like him. I love him. I know. And that will make all this the more painful for you. Make more painful? You must leave him, Valmar. Walk away from all you feel. And do it now, or you will know pain like no other. What? Why? The magic of this place is ancient. It weaves the past and future and can renew that which is broken. Such power keeps what is chained within slumbering and offers glimpses of things that have not yet come to pass. What have you seen? It is what I have felt. Your soul's despair as it wanders lost and alone in darkness. The pain of unimaginable loss. The life of an arrow is fleeting, built of nothing but direction and intent. I know the damn oath. Then you already know the truest arrow flies alone. I serve the great balance, with heart and steel, in thought and deed. Noxus! Kai! Noxian dogs, you desecrate this holy place? Valmar! Valmar! I serve the great balance, with heart and steel, in thought and deed. Kai!
Ever is blood a call to my kind?
No, Kai!
Vengeance is the hunger, fed by slaughter.
Val,
Grief is the key.
you have to run. Go while you still can. No, I won't leave you. You must. More will come. I can't lose you.
Turned by laws, but to walk the darkest path.
You will not. I am your heartlight. No, don't go, please. I will always be with you. Don't leave me. I'm begging you.
One needs only the glimmer of hope.
Valmar, don't! You must not! It wants you! You said the magic here could renew that which is broken. He is my heartlight, and I have to try to save him.
That sound you hear is an arrow of retribution. I do not know this flesh. Who am I? Valmar. Kai. Mortal names, they mean nothing. I wear newly woven flesh of meat and bone and skin to bear my form. But I am eternal. I am the Heart Seeker, the swift bolt from the darkness. I Varus.
No! Wait! I don't... How? Kai! Where are you? Kai! Gods, no! Not this, Val! Please!
This is my flesh now. Valmar offered it willingly in return for your life.
My life? No, I don't want it! Please, I beg you! Whatever you are, let me die!
Your time will come, Kai. But the flames of our vengeance will consume a multitude of souls before yours.
Put your damn backs into it. The wards are almost broken.
How soon you upstart apes forget. This bow is once my prison. But no prison can hold my kind forever. Too long since I supped the sweat stink of mortal terror. This flesh is new, but it is fast. Mages far greater than you sought my death a long time ago. They failed as well. This pain is my gift to you. Savor it.
Murder carries a price, Noxian dog. No, Val. It wants you to hate. Don't let it in.
How can you not hate them, Valmar? They killed your heartlight. Look. Do you see? He was cut down like an animal.
Gods, no. I can't watch you die again. Kai, please. Then don't. Think of me as I was. A happy memory we shared. Eating dinner with your mother. I remember, you and I. Yes, at my mother's table. Family all around us. Yes, hold to that. Remember that laugh in that moment. There is no hate, no pain.
Family, yes. Seek solace at home and hearth with those you loved. See what horrors your kind is capable of inflicting. Then tell me I am any worse. This is how we are remembered? Demons? How gratuitously petty. We were so much more until you destroyed us. But you didn't destroy us all. And that mistake will be your undoing. So this is Palas. No wonder you left as soon as you could. My kind can be intentively cruel. But you mortals wallow in the banality of your evil.
Why did this happen? Who did we ever harm? Why did my husband have to die?
You are mortals. Dying is what you do best.
Would you like to join him? Get away from her, Valmar.
I know you. Why is that?
Because there is still enough of my son in you to heed my voice. Mother, please help me. Kai, he was dying. I didn't know what else to do. You let the beast out.
You stand in the ruins of your lives and dare call me a beast? Those that did this, they did it for spite, for horror and the pleasure it gave them. They are the true beasts.
Kimela, you have to run. Its lust for death is feeding the fire of Valmar's grief. Kai? Please run. It lives to kill. I am losing Val to its hate. I will not fear my son.
Your son is gone. There is only Varus. He who was born in the wrath of a world's annihilation.
You lie. He is still within you. I feel his pain and his anger. Val, do not listen to the beast. You have to fight it. Mother, I cannot. I have to kill those who did this. I will avenge what happened here. No, vengeance only begets more death. My son would not want that.
You are wrong. That is exactly what he wants. And I will give it to him. A blind man could follow these warriors. Who are they?
Noxians. Savages from across the sea. They live only to fight and conquer.
I like them already. 53 men. Enough to slave your thirst for vengeance. For now. I smell mortals ahead, by swift-flowing waters.
Noxian?
Men not of this land. The blood of your heartlight is upon them. Yes, these are the men we must kill.
Val, you don't need to kill anyone. They need to pay for what they did to you. I need this. No, it needs this. We do not.
Be silent, wretch. We three are bound as one, our souls entwined.
The fort's commander is using the river as his fourth wall.
A decision he'll soon regret. These are the ones. I will make them pay. In the name of my murdered kin, your lives are forfeit. I claim the blood price on your species.
Val, do not let his hatred consume you. It's too strong. Be stronger or you will lose to it. Every death lessens you and tightens its grip on your soul.
You waste your breath, Kai. Valmar wants this. He needs it.
My life is what gives you power over Valmar. His life is what holds me to life.
And he will never let go.
He will not have to. Together we are stronger than you. I never thought we would end like this. This is not the end. I will always be with you. You promise? I do. I serve the great balance, with heart and steel, in thought and deed. What are you waiting for? Kill the Ionian bastard!
Who are you, Archer? How many more of your kind are out there? Captain Terra, stay back. This thing is not human.
My kind? You want to know how many of my kind are left? Let me tell you, we are all extinct!
The blood of Noxus protects.
Blood of Noxus? I would like to see more of it. Fight with me, Valmar. Together, we will make them pay!
No, Val! Don't listen to it! Help me, Kai! I feel you slipping away!
The call of blood is stronger than love. Kai, he will always need me more than you. Know one thing before you die, mortals. As you sought to end my race, so I will end yours. I serve the great vengeance, with blade and barb, for spite and pain! Such power I had almost forgotten. Get on your knees, mortals. It is where you belong.
A warrior of Noxus never kneels.
When I unite the five, you will all kneel, as you once did before.
I would cut my own throat before kneeling to you.
No. Let me. None of you get to live. You see, Valmar, didn't killing those men feel good? Doesn't vengeance sate your soul?
No, I feel empty. I thought I wanted this, but I am no better than you. A monster.
One yet remains. Kill this one, and our pact is sealed.
Why must they all die? What do you really want?
Vengeance, just as Valmar does.
How can this one Noxian mean anything to you?
He is mortal, and mortals betrayed my race. Now, do you understand?
Mercy, please!
Mercy? You dare ask me for mercy?
Please, I'm begging you. Please spare me. Since when does a Noxian soldier beg? I'm not a soldier. My name is Arcteras. I'm an artist, look. I'm not here to fight. My father, Kai, is dead because of you.
Kill him! He was there! His hands are bloody with murder. Kill him!
This is for Kai. No! Fight it, Val! Let go of the hate! I'm sorry, Kai. I can't. It's too strong. Too strong against us? Nothing can tear us apart. Not even this.
I made this flesh. It is mine.
No, this is our flesh. I won't let you do this. Not in my name.
Your hate for these Noxians is powerful. Kill this one, and we can burn the world for what they did to your Heartlight.
My Heartlight. Our love is stronger than its hate. You are my one and only Heartlight. You are my Heartlight. I love you. You may have made this body, but you are not its master. Go and tell your masters what awaits them in Ionia. Oh, Kai, I'm so tired. I want to hold you again. I want to go home.
Home? Mortals believe it is the center of their world. But your threads are faded, and what you seek is not there.
Who stands before me? My son or the beast? It's me, Mother. Valmar. Kai is here too. And it's... Did you cast out the beast? No, it's still inside, waiting. I thought I could come home, but that's not possible just now. Where will you go? The world is a big place, Mother. A way for me and Kai to be free of this beast must exist somewhere. Do what you must, my son. Then come home to us. We will be waiting for you with love. We walk together as one until we can be renewed to live and love again.
I will cross this world and wake my dark kin. We are the 3 in 1, the one of 3. We are the arrow of retribution. We are Varus.
Varus followed a river running through the desert. Its water was gritty but drinkable. The new body he brought to bear his bow was beautiful, fast and strong, but it came with the weakness of flesh. It hungered, it thirsted. Days earlier, a crook-backed creature with a withered arm and a bird-like features had told him that this was Shurima. But that couldn't be true. The Shurima Varus remembered had been a desolate wasteland.
Was I imprisoned for so long?
He wondered. He despised the human noises his new mouth made. It sounded bestial and primitive, but at least he could speak aloud once more. As to how long he was imprisoned, it was hard to say. He retained no concept of how mortals measured time, and the bird creature hadn't recognized what he was. She had no idea how far back the Darkin war had been fought.
My kind all but destroyed this world,
he said.
And now we have been forgotten? How is that even possible?
With enough time, even the greatest horrors can fade. The voice echoed in his skull, impossible to ignore. Which one was it, Kai or Valmar? He suspected Val, but mortal minds were so simple and muddy that it was hard to tell one from another.
Any race that can forget staring into the abyss of its own extinction does not deserve to live,
said Varus. We don't forget. This was Valmar, decided Varus. Horrors became myths so we can bear to hear them, so we can learn from them and not go mad. Such a notion was ridiculous, and Varus knew he would never allow the doom of his species to fade from memory. He was about to say so when he heard noises from around a bend in the river ahead. Shouting voices, braying animals and the sound of tools on stone. He darted forward into the shadow of a toppled obelisk and scanned ahead. The new river had exposed the sunken ruins of some ancient structure, comprised of pillars and statues of animal-headed gods. Yes, this was the source of the magic he had sensed. Old magic. The kind the flame-haired Quinn used to enslave his kind. The kind used to imprison him beneath the rock of Ionia. 10 wolf-lean men worked the ruins, digging out hidden reliquary chambers as thick-limbed beasts of burden dragged excavated rocks from deeper inside the structure. Armed warriors wearing boiled leather breastplates and carrying hook-bladed spears guarded the perimeter. Varus grinned and vaulted onto the obelisk, drawing back on his bow as he landed. Violet light built in the crystalline weapon as it flexed, and a coruscating arrow of purple light formed in the air. Why must you kill them? This was Kai. He hated unnecessary killing. Varus felt his hands tremble as Kai fought to make him lower the bow.
Your kind destroyed my kin,
said Varus, exerting his will to steady his aim.
That's the only reason I need.
He sighted along the crackling arrow as a burly warrior with a forked beard and shaven scalp saw him and yelled a warning.
So everyone you see must die?
Varus exhaled and in the space between breasts loosed the fiery arrow. It flashed through the air to pierce the bearded warrior through the heart, burning a hole clean through him. He dropped to his knees, his mouth wide with shock. Other warriors hurled spears, but Varus was already moving. He sprang from the obelisk, loosing fiery blood-red bolts from his bow. Varus hit the ground running, and 5 warriors died in as many bolts. A further 3 fell, pierced by the same crackling shaft. A hook spear swung at Varus. He dived to the side, rising to his feet and sending a pair of crimson shafts through his attacker's chest. Varus sprinted, leapt and dashed through the ruins, blazing shafts of light eviscerating his targets with absolute precision. In seconds it was over, 16 dead, and he hasn't even broken sweat. He felt the anguish of the mortal souls within him and grinned. Every death gnawed at them, weakened them and made them less able to fight him. The men excavating the ruined city fled, throwing down their tools and running for the river. Varus let them go. They were an irrelevance, and the killing of mortals without weapons always provoked the moral souls within him to rebellion. Varus entered the ruined structure, briefly glancing at a pair of jackal and crocodilian structures as he passed. Inside, it was cool but dark. The walls covered in vivid bas-reliefs depicting white discs spreading golden rays over a beautiful land. The stone floor was inscribed with a magical script that had been ancient even before the Darkin came to Runeterra.
Warding sigils, potent once, but faded,
said Varus, crossing the inscribed flagstone to where a towering statue of a great serpent-headed god had once stood sentinel. Some past catastrophe had toppled it, and beyond its sandstone remains lay a lightless chamber. Varus entered, the glow from the smoldering light at his heart revealing nothing but bare stone, burned black and glossy with ancient fire. Varus sighed.
Where are you, sister?
And that was the story of Varus. It is definitely not the longest story we ever had, but I have never seen so much hidden information in a story before. If you read the story for the second time, you'll notice so many references to so many historical points in Runeterra. This story alone helps a lot when creating a timeline for League of Legends. And that is exactly the kind of stories I love. The stories that reveal a lot of the hidden information in this world. And the best part is that we are not done yet. Aatrox, as you saw in this story, is still a huge part of the Darkin race. Or he was. And because his story is still to come, we have more Darkin lore to go through in the future. So, massive thanks goes to Quinn Boyce Bacon. He was the voice of Varus you heard here. He is insanely talented and I can't believe he didn't make it huge in the industry yet. So, all the links to all the parts of this story will be in the description, so if you feel like you missed something you can read the stories yourselves. But if you like this video, feel free to like it and subscribe for more stories. We still have the project stories on our hands and I will do that too. Also, if you'd like to get anything or send us anything, the links to merch and P.O. Box will be in the description as well. And of course, a massive shout out to our Patreons for supporting us and going the extra mile. And with that, thank you all so much for being here and for your support, you know I really appreciate it. And as always, thank you again.